Welcome to episode 10 of the Brett Beard Show, sponsored by James Restaurant. My name is Walker Martin. I'm here with Coach Beard. How you doing, Coach?
Well, pretty good. Walker, about yourself?
I'm doing good.
Glad to have you back. We missed you.
I'm glad to be back. Kind of had the flu last week, but I'm back. So
Better than ever.
Exactly.
Halloween mask and all.
So nail biter against Dutchtown last week. Kind of from your vantage point, how did the team perform?
Well, we started slow. Kind of been a mantra of ours. Had some fires lit at halftime, had a job to do, issued a challenge, and they responded. You get the big pick in the end zone to give us that life, and offensively just catches fire, and we finished the job that we came to do.
All right, well, let's get to the highlights of that game. So the Yellow Jackets are taking the field at Live Oak Stadium, but playing Dutchtown. You can see there's Deshaun McBride. The whole team's kind of hyped, taking on the number one team in the district. Dutchtown has the ball, number 2 keeping it, running up the middle, running up for a big gain, evading defenders. Ultimately, Deshaun McBride ends up and pushes him out of bounds. Number 2 parent hands it off to number 4, Gary Dukes, who is stuffed at the line by number 2, Lamar Smith. Lamar Smith is such a big guy in their defense. You gotta have him. Dutchtown is attempting a field goal. The attempt is no good. This will wrap up the first quarter. Both teams scoreless. Reese Mooney drops back to pass, passes to number 7, Micah Harrison, gets blown up in the backfield. There's Micah Harrison. Griffins on offense again. Quarterback keeper, stuffed by number 58, Tyler Kimball, who's playing a little bit of D-line this year. Nice to see him take on that role. Reese Mooney rolls to the right, throws to number 5, Ray McNeely, but it's tipped and intercepted by a Dutchtown defender. Return for a touchdown. Dutchtown takes the lead 7-0. What are your thoughts on this play, Coach?
Yeah, that's our play to be made. Goodwin he's got to catch that football, and he's had some struggles catching the football this year. But that's the worst thing that can happen. If anything, he drops it, no big deal, bats it down. But for him to tip it up to the defender, for him to take it to the house, that was a huge blow and a huge loss of momentum that really we can't let happen. We can't have pick sixes. Those are deadly, and in the job we're trying to get done.
Number 1, Reese Mooney hands it off to Ray McNeely, absolutely stuffed by the Dutchtown defensive line. Absolute monsters on that D-line. Number 1, Reese Mooney drops back to pass, but gets sacked by number 40, Anson McCaffrey. Jackets offense just not able to get going. Number 2, parent fakes play action to number 83, Dylan DeCari, who is wide open for a huge gain, tripped up by Rancher Miller. Direct snap to number 0, Burrow, who punches it into the end zone for a touchdown. Griffins take the lead 14-0. Takeaways from this play, Coach?
I tell you what, Zero's a special player. He's a lot of fun to watch on film and game plan for. You put him in the Wildcat, it's he's scary back there, especially in a short yardage goal line situation, and he got the finish. But this is a good football team, and they jumped on us.
There you can see the Dutchtown Griffins are celebrating, going up 14-0 on the Yellow Jackets. Number 1, Reese Mooney drops back to pass, throws it deep to number 3, Cameron Irick, who looks as if he catches it, but it actually gets knocked away as he hits the ground. Jackets are forced to punt again. Dutchtown ball. Number 2, parent passes it complete to number 33, Logan Mayo, for a first down. End of half. Corbin Rousseau is attempting a field goal. It's good. Dutchtown goes up 17-0 at halftime. First drive of the third quarter, absolutely stuffed by Porter Gibson and number 2, Lamar Smith. There you can see Eli DeGirolamo and Lamar Smith absolutely hyped for that play. Number 2, parent hands it off to number 0, Burrow, who runs for a first down into Jackets territory. Big play by number 0 again. On 4th down, number 4, Dukes gets the ball and slips his way in between Jacket defenders for a first down inside the 10. Play action pass by number 2, parent. Mason Voorhees goes up and intercepts the ball, high points it. Jackets ball. Is this a turning point in the game?
This is 100% a turning point in the game, the most critical play in the game. You go down 20-0, okay, we can still survive that, but if it gets to 24, obviously time is running out for a 4-score ball game to where this keeps it at 3. And then we're a real momentum-heavy team, so this gave us all the life with a big play, and, we began to ride that wave.
There you can see Mason Voorhees absolutely pumped, celebrating with Eli DeGirolamo and some other teammates. Mason Voice has actually, absolutely been a lockdown corner this year. Reese Mooney hands it off to number 5. Ray McNeely, who bounces it outside after getting stuffed by defenders on the inside, runs for a big gain up the sideline.
That's his game. We need to see that more.
3rd and long for the Jackets offense. Number 1, Reese Mooney passes it complete to number 11, Andrew Goodwin, up the middle for a first down around the midfield marker. There you can see Andrew getting up. Reese Mooney, 4th and long, under pressure, passes to Micah Harrison. It falls incomplete, turnover on down. Number 4, Dukes gets the carry, tackled by number 6, Deshaun McBride. Griffins are forced to punt. This is the end of the 3rd quarter, 17-0, Dutchtown in the lead. 4th quarter now, Denham ball, number 1, Reese Mooney, deep pass to Cameron Irick. Crazy good catch, toe tapper on the sideline, now in Griffins territory. Number 1, Reese Mooney throws it deep down the sideline to number 13, Lionel Dawson. Jackets now on the boards, cutting the lead to 17-7. Is this a spark we needed?
Yeah, I mean, right here, we've got to score right here. I mean, time is ticking. You got to score. It's a 3-play ball game. You know, great throw. Even better catch by Lionel. You know, Lionel's one of those, he's funny because some days he catches the ball in the most ridiculous catches, the toughest catches, and then some days he'll drop the easy one. But right here, a play needed to be made, and the kid stepped up and made the play, and I couldn't be more proud for him and happy for him.
There you see Lionel absolutely pumped to get that touchdown. He really wants to provide for this offense, you can tell.
No doubt. No doubt.
There goes Micah Harrison, Seth Bishop to help celebrate. Denham attempts an onside kick. This is actually recovered by the Jackets, but the refs rule the ball was touched before going 10 yards, so the Griffins retain possession. Jackets kind of confused as to why that happened.
Yeah, still trying to figure out myself why we didn't get it, but they saw something.
Number 4, Dukes gets the carry, gets stuffed by the Jackets, and then there's also a flag after the play. Griffins ultimately get forced to punt. Great play by the defense here. Snap goes over the punter's head, ball kind of rolls around. Eventually, the Jackets will recover this. A couple guys trying to fall on it, trying to kind of get that touchdown, but still got great field position. 3rd down, Reese Mooney hands it off to Ray McNeely, who punches it into the end zone. Lead cut for the Griffins, 17-14. How did Ray impact this game?
I mean, Ray's a special player. He's a guy we got to do a better job getting going. You know, he's a kid that needs to touch the ball a lot more than he has. But when he starts playing his game, letting him be patient, his vision, letting things settle in front of him, then hitting those creases, we're going to be a lot better when he starts playing that game. So really excited about him getting the touchdown right here.
Excellent piece for this running back room, which is already stacked in depth. There you can see Ray getting up. Handoff to number 0, Burrell, stuffed by the D-line, and number 72, Gibson gets him ultimately down right there. There's Lamar Smith. Number 0, Burrell, again this time, he's tackled again for a loss by number 32, Rancher Miller, wrapping him up. Number 2, rolling out, pass complete to number 33, Mayo, for the first down into Denham territory. Excellent footwork by Mayo. Number 2, on the keeper, gets sacked by Shaq Butler, number 99. Number 2 rolls to the left and is tackled by number 3, Cameron Irick. Fourth down, Griffins going for the first down. Number 2, Parent throws deep into the end zone, but it's broken up by number 6, Deshaun McBride. Turnover on downs, Denham ball left with 2:47 left to go on the clock. Fourth down, Jackets going for it. Number 5, Ray McNeely punches through for a first down. Ray hyped to get back to the line. Number 1, Reese Mooney passes it to number 7, Micah Harrison, complete for a first down. Jackets are driving down the field now. Number 1, Reese Mooney drops back, throws it deep to number 3, Cameron Irick, into the end zone for a touchdown. Denham now takes the lead with 1:21 left to go. Reese led the offense in this fourth quarter, put the team on his back, kind of. What are your thoughts on Reese?
Yeah, Reese has really grown up a lot this year. You know, he gets better every week, which is all we ask of all our guys. And you can see, I mean, he still gets a little happy feet right there. Just trust your protection, and do what you did right here. Made the throw to a big-time player who's going to finish the play. But Reese is getting a lot better and, getting more and more comfortable the more he plays. So excited to see his year and see how he finishes this thing.
Number 3 is also an amazing threat. Cameron Irick with Army 9. Number 2, Parent, back to pass, gets sacked again by number 9, D9, Elijah Butler.
The Butler's growing up.
4th and long, number 2, Parent passes it complete to number 0, Burrow, for a big gain and a first down. There you can see the defense trying to regroup. Number 2, Parent drops back to pass, deep pass up the sideline. It gets broken up by Rancher Miller, number 32, and number 6, Deshaun McBride. 4th down, Dutchtown with 9 seconds left. Number 2, Parent drives back to pass, throws it deep. Deshaun McBride intercepts this, and he's running it back. This ultimately, he can't get to the end zone, but it ends the game. Jackets will win this one, 21-17. Incredible comeback. Game on the line. Deshaun puts it away for Denham. Thoughts on the play by McBride?
Yeah, I mean, right there, anybody could argue, oh, just go down. The kid wants to make a football play and finish a football play, and I'll never argue with that. Nor would I tell the kid to go down. If he can score, let him score. I mean, he's worked hard for this opportunity. But the most important thing right there, he ties the school record with his 8th interception. And really has been a special player this year, and I'm glad he's on our team. As you can see, that Joker's big and pretty, and most importantly, getting better every week and doing his job.
The record was 8, set by Troy Fontenot in 1982. Deshaun now ties that interception record. Hopefully we can see him break it versus Walker. There you go, see the student section. Students all hyped up for this big win against the number 1 team in the district. I mean, although we were crystal balled to win, we were ultimately the underdog in this game. Huge win.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you beat those Ascension schools, you've done something. And really proud of our guys while they fought back. And, we had to grow up right there, and they showed me that they're ready to take the next step. So we've got to do that and continue on.
So Reese Mooney went 11 for 24 passing, 148 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Ray McNeely carried the ball 16 times, got 65 yards and a touchdown. Irick had 2 catches for 48 yards and a game-winning touchdown. All right, so Dutchtown came to us, but ultimately it was a home-away game because we were playing at Live Oak. Yep. Huge comeback for Denham Springs. What was the team's mindset going into that second half?
I mean, it was do or die. I mean, we took the focus on these 2 weeks to really work on us and make some decisions and some choices on who we are and who we're going to be, and to have your back against the wall. I mean, they showed that they were up for the task, up for the challenge, and stepped up. And I couldn't be more proud of them for that. I mean, there's games that can go both ways. I mean, they can go either way. They can get really bad for you. They can get really good for you. And this one, with the decision they made, got better. And it was a lot of fun to watch. When our kids come and compete and they show up and do what they're taught to do, you can see in that 4th quarter there's a chance for this team to be a really good football team.
So the defense kind of locked everything down in the second half. All of Dutchtown's 17 points coming in the second quarter. Big shutout for the defense during the second half. What are your thoughts on the defense?
Well, I mean, if you look, our defense has been, pretty lights out. Everybody talks about Dutchtown, and there's no doubt there's a reason why. But, we've played EA and Dutchtown, arguably the two better teams so far in this district, and each held them to 10. They got to 17 with 2 pick sixes. So, our defense has been really stepping it up and being nasty and doing their job. And, if they're able to do that, our offense can get in a groove. They can get comfortable and begin to play. You just hope they begin to play, sooner rather than later, because you're asking the defense to do a lot right there by holding up for 3 quarters. But to get the win, it's a huge deal, and defensively I couldn't be more proud of their efforts.
Deshaun McBride, our safety, he tied the interception record set for the school by Troy Fontenot back in 1982. Special player. Nobody really saw him as a crazy threat coming into this year, but now he's honestly touted as one of the best safeties in Louisiana.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be one of the best players in the state next year. He does exactly what you're supposed to do. Buy into the process, work every day, get a little bit better every day. And he's one of those that he just needed to play. So the more he's played, the better he's gotten. Tied that big record. That's a huge record. And Troy Fontenot actually just got inducted into our Hall of Fame. So that's a big deal. But if you ask him or anybody on this team, man, they just want to win. And we'll celebrate all the individual accolades after. But these guys are on a mission, and you could see if we could just get hot and get some things cleaned up on all three facets of the game to where we could play 4 quarters, we think this team has a chance to be special.
Yeah, Walker's coming up this week. Before we get into that, I want to talk to you about Lex Chandler. He was sidelined the last game and the game before due to an undisclosed injury. What's up with that?
Yeah, I mean, look, we all are keeping him in our thoughts and prayers in the back of our mind, and hopefully his meetings with the doctors go well this week and have a chance to get him back. And if not, hopefully next week. I mean, he's just a kid that we gotta make sure is well and healthy, and hopefully be rolling with him soon.
Walker game could be a Thursday or a Friday.
It's going to be Friday.
Friday?
Going to be Friday.
For sure?
For sure. We went ahead, you can't string Walker along in this process. You either had to make the call for Thursday early on or to give us a chance to play in the stadium. We went ahead and decided on Friday. That way, if you're preparing for a Friday game, the only thing that has a chance of changing is the venue, which would be at Live Oak High School if the stadium's not ready.
Okay. So right now, what would you say the percentage of a chance is that we play at Jackson Stadium?
I tell you, I feel really good. I mean, but I've always been the positive one through all of this because I got a good relationship with those guys that are now building, our foreman, all our guys out there that are working with us every day. We've become close, and and I really base everything off of what they're telling me, and I really feel good about this game being played at Denham Springs Friday night. And if I had to put a number on it, I'd say 98%. But that 2% is still have a lot to do with a fire marshal and. On Tuesday walkthrough at 1 o'clock, and he'll give us another little list of where, if we can get this done, we'll be hosting, and if not, we'll make a decision on whether or not it can be done. And if it can, we're playing, and if not, we win, we host the next week, and we'll be in it next week.
All right, so big district rival versus Walker. How are the players handling the energy and everything that comes along with it?
Well, I mean, I can tell you it's the biggest game of the year because it's the next one, and that's kind of been how we've gone about this year. Just one at a time. Enjoy the process. Enjoy what you have because when it's over, it's gone. And we feel like this is the biggest game of the year because it's the next one. We know what rides on it. We know the LP rivalry is as good as anybody. We know what it's going to be like. We know Walker's going to give us their best, and Coach Mahaffey's going to do a heck of a job along with that coaching staff who I know pretty well. A few of those guys on that staff pretty well. I know they're going to be prepared, and it's going to be a great game. I mean, it's 2 good football teams. It's 2 really good football teams. But you can't get wrapped up in everything. We're in the playoffs. We're working on ourselves. We're playing for seeding, and it's the biggest game of the year because it's the next one.
What would you say the keys to the game are for them to come out on top?
Well, we got to start fast. I told them this last year, and I'm telling them again this year. You got to weather the storm the first little bit. Walker starts fast. They got a lot of tricks up their sleeves. Don't dig the hole. We did that last year. Just let the game sort itself out. Let us do our job. Let them do theirs, and let the players make plays. I mean, the biggest key to that is limit the big plays, limit their trick plays, and letting those hit, and make them run a true offense without all the trickery, and just dominating the trenches. I mean and keep number 6 and 13 under wraps.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us, Coach. Big shout out to our sponsor, James Restaurant, for sponsoring the Bright Beard Show. Game either going to be played at Live Oak or Denham Springs High School at 7 o'clock this Friday. We'll keep you guys updated. You guys can check out the DSTV Twitter or Instagram for updates on that. Thank you guys for joining us.